Sir, it is, sir, question number 4 is pattern question.
Yes. And which pattern they want?
Sir, integers pattern.
Sir, integer pattern.
Sir, integer.
Okay. So how we can make a pattern? So we will write the integers like this. Okay. Oh, sorry, multiplication like this. Solution. The first multiplication they give us that -1 cross 5, you get a number -5. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
The
sir.
next in the sequence should be you have to move towards the -1 into 1. You have to start from this. So decreasing the value of 5 by 1, we get
Sir,
4.
4.
By decreasing the
Four.
value
Now
of
the
5, we get
Sir,
3.
3.
We get decreasing the value
Sir,
of 5
2.
by 1,
Sir,
we get 2.
2.
So decreasing the
Sir,
value of 2,
1.
we get 1. Very good.
Sir,
Decreasing the
0.
value of 5, we get
Sir,
0.
0.
And in the next
Sir,
sequence,
-1.
we get
Sir, -1.
correct. Now we have to find the product that is -4. The product of
Sir,
3 and -1 is
-3.
minus.
Sir,
-3.
-2. Sir,
Minus
-2.
and what is
Sir, -1. Sir,
very
-1.
good.
Sir, 0. Sir, 0.
Sir,
Very
sir,
good.
+1.
Sir, +1.
Sir, +1.
Plus 1. Now you have to tell me why you are saying this. This is +1. Okay. They want.
Sir, because negative sign are there.
Now the first one is negative sign are there, but we cannot say give them that excuse. Okay. So see, the first number is minus of 5. The second is minus of 4, which is writing as minus of 5 plus 1. Correct? The second one is, you can write this minus 3 as a minus of 5 plus 2. Can you write like this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All of you got this? How I am doing?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, how can you write this minus 2? Tell me.
Sir, -5 plus
Sir,
3.
-5
Can you
plus
explain it once again?
Yes.
Sir,
Sir,
can you
minus
explain it once again?
Yes, I can explain it once again. Okay. We are searching a pattern. Okay. Now, after doing the multiplication process, here you get a -5 number, then -4. You can write this -4 as a -5 plus 1. You can further write it like this -3 as a -5 plus 2. Similarly, by adding some integer in -5, you can write the answer of your respective multiplication. Getting? Swapnil?
Sir, I was not asking that.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, Mr. What you say?
Yes, sir, now understood.
Okay, now understood.
Sir, we have to do it up to -1 into -1.
Yes, we have to write this -1 as -4. Oh, sorry. -5. You can write like this. 4. You can write like this -5 plus 5. And you can write like this. In sequence, you can see here that the left side, that first number of the addition, you are expressing this product as a addition. हम इस प्रोडक्ट को किस तरीके से एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं? इसे एडिशन की तरह एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हैं. ओके, वी आर फाइंडिंग the pattern of product with the addition of the numbers. So we can write the product of these two numbers, that -1 and 4, as a addition of -5 and 1. Similarly, the product of -1 and 3 is written as the summation of -5 and 2. Correct? We are expressing the multiplication as a sum. Correct? Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And you can also observe this thing in this addition sequence. The first number is same always, but the second number is increasing by 1 by 1 by 1. As in this product, you can observe this. The first number is same for all, but the second number is decreasing. In multiplication, the second number is decreasing by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. But in addition, the second number is increasing continuously by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1 by 1. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So here in the last case sequence, the first number should be as it is, but the next should be C6. And finally, you get 6 minus 5, which is 1. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can find another sequence. Can you find the another sequence? Again, observe that -1 into 5 is equals to minus of 5. Okay. -1 into 4, which is minus of 4. Can you write this minus of 4 as minus of 5 plus 1?
Yes, sir. We
Yes.
can write
Yes,
it.
sir.
Correct. Now, similarly, let the second number is fixed. This is same for all the sequences, but we change this first number now. Okay, here we changing this second number. Okay, but now we are finding the another sequence by changing the first number. -1 cross 3, which gives you minus of 3. Say if the second number is 1 as a fixed number, so what you can write here? I can write 4 minus of 4. To get minus of 4 plus 1, that is minus of 3. The same answer as the product of -1 and 3. You are expressing this product as the sum of these two numbers, and both answer of both should be -3. Getting my point or
Yeah.
observation or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Similarly, how can you write this product as a sum if the second number is 1 as a fixed?
Sir,
You are not
minus
changing
3.
this. We can write here -3. Similarly, -1 into 1 is -1, and you can write this -2 plus 1. Again, the second number is fixed as a 1. Again, -1 to 0 is equals to -1. Or you can write -1 plus 1. What's the my mistake in this step? Can you tell me the mistake? What I did wrong here? क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हैं मैंने क्या गलत लिखा है यहाँ पर?
Minute I'm checking it.
Yes, check it. Beta, Dipen.
Sir,
Yes. Yes. Tell.
Sir, one step is left.
Which step is left? No, I wrote
Sir,
here. This is
sir,
minus one.
I got, sir,
Sir,
I
you
got,
wrote
sir, I
minus one
got,
again.
sir, you have written that minus 1 is equal to minus 1 plus 1. Sir, then it will be 0, sir.
Yes. Here in this middle portion, the product of any number with zero gives you what gives you? Zero.
Sir, 0.
Correct? And according to the sequence, the decreasing order or the increasing of the order of this negative numbers reaches till minus of 1. If you add minus of 1 with the plus of 1, then you will get again what? 0. So the result of addition and result of multiplication both are same again. Now the next step, if I decrease this number again, then I decrease from 1, that is it becomes minus 1, and product of these two, you can write here 0 plus 1, because after reaching minus 1 on number line you will get 0. Remember, you are moving in the right direction of number line. Minus 5, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1 and 0. Getting?
Yes, sir.
So this is your first pattern.
Sir, in the
And
last
this
one
is,
you have written wrong, sir. It is not 0.
oh, sorry. No, it's my mistake. It is
0.
plus 1.
Sir, plus 1.
And this is my second pattern. So you can write any one pattern in your exam. But they told us to find one pattern. We find two patterns. Getting?
Yes,
Or
sir.
not?
We have to find in this question one pattern or two pattern.
You have to find only one pattern. But I show you two patterns. So you can write any one of them in your examination. आप किसी को भी लिख सकते हैं. The process of pattern finding is based on your common sense. And what's your common sense? What's the meaning of common sense? What's the meaning of common sense?
We have to find an easy, easy result.
Yes, we have to find the way through which we get easy results, or the ways through which we can easily solve any problem. Okay, or the viewpoint through which we search the number of possibilities in any problem. ठीक है, इसके थ्रू हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं किसी प्रॉब्लम में हाउ मेनी मेथड्स वी कैन यूज टू सॉल्व एनी प्रॉब्लम वो सर्च कर सकते हैं. ओके.
Yes, sir.
ओके ऋषित. ऋषित, देवन, आपने कुछ बोल नहीं रहे हैं, क्या हुआ? व्हाई यू आर क्वाइट हियर? नाउ वी हैव टू मूव.
Yes, sir.
आप लोग चुप क्यों हो?
Question 5, first one will be distributive property.
हाँ, अभी आपको क्या दिखाई दे रहा है?
Yes, sir. Sir, blank. White
Blank
page.
ओके. blank page. Okay, I am taking question. अच्छा, कौन बताएगा मुझे कौन सी एक्सरसाइज सॉल्व कर रहे हैं हम लोग ये?
Sir, 1.3.
Sir,
Now
1.3.
correct?
question number 5. Sir, 1.3 question number 5.
1.3 question number 5.
Sir.
Okay, 1.3 question number 5. What it says? Find the product using suitable properties.
Find the product using suitable.
One
Now,
will
which
be
property we can
distributive.
use here?
The distributive property.
Sir,
Yes,
distributive
because
property.
there is an addition in between, and we can
Yes,
see a
sir.
common number in both.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
So we will use here in both terms. In both terms, minus of 48 is common. Therefore, we can say it is distributed. It is distributed distributed over addition of what remaining numbers? 26 and minus 36. So by which property?
Sir, distributive property.
The distributive property.
Very good. All my brilliant. Chalo. So 26 cross minus of 48 and plus 48 cross minus of 48 cross minus of 36. Okay.
Yes, sir.
What you can write here? You can write this minus of 48
Minus
as
48.
and this is multiplied with the addition of 26.
Sir, 26 plus minus 36.
Yes, sir.
And minus of 48.
Sir, minus 48
Sir, minus
into
48 into
sir,
20.
26 plus
Sir, 26 minus 36.
Yes.
Sir,
And now
then minus 48 into 26 plus minus 36. Sir,
The
then it will be 10. Sir, it will be minus 10. Sir, answer will be minus 480.
or plus 480 because
Yes,
there
sir.
is a negative sign with 48, a negative sign with minus 10. And minus minus becomes plus.
The plus.
What? Shweta,
Yes, sir.
got it?
Yes, sir.
Avantika,
Yes, sir.
Swapnil,
Yes, I got it.
very good. Because it's minus minus plus. That's why the answer is positive 480. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now we will see the next of this question part. We have to use the suitable property here also. I will copy all the remaining equations. Copy and find the using suitable properties. Now we are moving towards the next one. Is 5b. What's b?
8 into 53 into
8
bracket
into
minus
53 into
25 bracket.
minus 125.
8 into 3 into minus of 125. Okay. Now there are three numbers whose product you have to perform. Correct?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Now, which property you can use here?
sir.
Sir,
You know
associative.
that
Associative.
okay. So the product of these numbers are associated with this.
Yes, sir. It will be associative.
Yes, sir.
So 8 cross 3, 53 inside a bracket, and this is multiplied with this minus of 125. We write here the associative property. Okay. And what is the multiplication of 8 and 53? 53 is multiplied with this 8. 8 threes are 24. Carry on.
Sir, 424.
124.
42. So this is
Sir,
your
424.
424 is further multiplied with this minus of 125. Now, you know that both the numbers are very large. So we can easily multiply by breaking minus of 125 in two portions. 424. We know that product of these two numbers is a negative number. So we can write here as a common negative sign.
Yes, sir.
Correct or not?
Sir, correct.
Okay. And which property we are used here? We use here
Sir,
Associative.
distributive property.
that
That is
not distributive. The
Sir,
product of two
associative.
numbers,
Sir,
a positive
associative.
and
Sir,
negative number,
associative.
associated. Correct. Or you can write directly like this, that A is multiplied with negative of B. So negative sign is common outside and A is multiplied by B. Simple. Okay. Now minus of
Yes, sir.
424, and this 125 can be written as 100 plus 25. Can you write it like this?
Yes, sir.
So we have an opportunity to use the other property, which is distributive property. 424 is distributed with 100. Okay.
Yes,
And
sir.
we take minus sign outside as a common. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Plus 424 cross 25. And what for which property we use here? We distributed this in both. That's why we use here distributive property.
Sir, in any question we can use any property.
Yes, can use. if that property is applicable there only. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just observe the problem. Yes, tell me. Minus of
So what?
424 answer, and 25 is multiplied with 424.
It will be 10600.
Yes. Now addition of these two, 0 with 0, 0 with 0, 4 with 6 gives you 0, and then 1, 3, 4 and 1, 5. Correct?
Sir, sir, minus 53,000. Sorry, sir, 53,000.
Yes. Minus
Yes, sir,
53,000 is correct.
53,000.
That minus sign is remained there. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, what we have to write here, the next one is the C. 15 cross minus of 25 into minus of 4 further multiplied with minus of 10, and this operation.
And we can use distributive property.
But here there is no summation. How can you use distributive? Distributive is only applicable for sum and differences. If the multiplication is with the sum of two numbers, then we use distribution. Getting? But here
Yes,
all the
sir.
signs are of multiplication. Here is
The
multiplied. This multiplied.
multiplication.
Okay, so we can use here commutative property. Which commutative property?
The
Let's commute.
commutative property
The
of
commutative.
multiplication.
Okay, commutative property we will use in this question part C. So 2015 multiplied with minus of 24, 5, minus of 25, and this 10 and 4 are commuted with each other.
It will be minus 375.
15 into minus of that. Okay, it's because of okay. Tell me what you can further commute, because you are you thinking that 15 multiplication with 10 is easy and 24's multiplication with 4 is easy. That's why we take the multiplication of 15 and 10 and 25 and 4. Getting my point?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
sir, I was left. I don't know why, but I came now itself.
Okay, no issue, bete. So from at what position you left the class? Who left the class? Tell me first.
Sir, Yashashwani. Me, sir.
Yashaswini. Okay. At what
Yes, sir.
position you left?
Sir, sir, we were to do the 5th question, sir.
Fifth question. Part C.
Sir,
Part C.
yes, sir.
Part C था ना?
No, sir.
ये वाला पार्ट कर रहे थे हम. B पार्ट.
Yes, sir. B. Sir, B वाला चल रहा था शायद.
हाँ, B वाला चल रहा था. तो B कहाँ तक किया था आपने?
सर वो B पार्ट जैसे होने लगा फिर मेरा लेफ्ट हो.
अच्छा, B कंप्लीट एक्सप्लेन हो गया था आपको समझ में आ गया था? Did you got the answer of the part B?
Yes, सर
Okay,
B
okay.
पार्ट होने के बाद में वो लेफ्ट हो गया था सर.
Okay. So now we are solving the part C. Okay. And in this part C, we have to multiply 4 different numbers. Okay. And we know that the multiplication of any number with 100 is very simple, or multiplication of any number with 10 is very simple. Correct? So here we
Yes,
can
sir.
find that this 25 is multiplied with this 4, then we get 100. And if this 50 is multiplied with this 10, then we get 150. And the multiplication of 150 and 100 is very simple. So first, we have to write in the sequence that 150, 15 and 10 is writing together, and 25 and 4 should be writing together. We have to write 15 and minus 10 together and 25 and 4 together. So to do
I have
that
got
thing,
the answer.
yes, but I let me explain for give me 2 minutes. I will complete it. Okay. Okay. So I commute these two numbers, that shifting their locations, minus 10 first and minus 4 then. Here I use the commutative property. Again, I will commute these two numbers. So I will interchange the position of minus 25 and minus 10 like this, and say him that I used commutative again. Correct? So I use commutative again. So I write here the property I used. Okay. Now you can multiply these two numbers and these two numbers. Yes.
Sir,
Yes.
Sir, it is compulsory to write any property.
Sir,
Yes.
minus
It is
150
compulsory to write any
minus-
property. Yes. क्या बोल रहे हो बेटा?
Sir, answer.
Okay, answer.
Then it will be plus
100. So for this 150, we write here that A is multiplied with negative of B, then we get a negative of A cross B. And here the second one, minus of A is multiplied with plus of A or minus of B, then we get plus of A cross B.
Sir,
Okay.
Then it will be
sir,
minus
मेरे क्वेश्चन
3,000.
सर मेरे को ना एक डाउट था सर.
Yes, पूछिए.
सर मेरे क्वेश्चन पेपर में एक क्वेश्चन था जो कि मेरे को बिल्कुल समझ में नहीं आ रहा है सर वो वाला.
तो मैं आपको समझा दूंगा, मैं आपको एक्सप्लेन कर दूंगा. आप मुझे क्वेश्चन बताइए.
यस सर. सर वहाँ पे पूछ रहे थे कि वेरीफाई करना है कि a माइनस ऑफ माइनस b इज इक्वल टू a प्लस b, जो a रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा था 24 और b रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा था -5 सर.
Okay, once again, A Tell me once again.
Sir, A
A
minus of minus B,
minus of minus B.
sir, is equal to A plus B.
Okay. Where A is,
Sir, 24.
okay. And what is B?
Sir, minus 5.
Minus 1. Now we have to verify this
Sir,
one. Okay.
Yes,
sir,
sir.
I can also solve.
Yes, you can also solve. All can solve it. Okay. It is for all. If anyone asks the
Sir, but
doubt,
जब मैम
the
ने
doubt
yes,
is
sir, yes.
yes, yes. Tell me.
सर बट मैम ने जब कराया था तो ये थोड़ा दूसरा था
कैसा दूसरा था?
सर मतलब कि ए जो 24 था माइनस फिर ब्रैकेट फिर माइनस 5 होगा मतलब कि
अच्छा,
3
मैडम ने
माइनस आना है
मैम ने नंबर चेंज कर दिए मतलब।
नो सर सर मैम ने कहा कि क्वेश्चन जैसे हम नीचे ले रहे हैं ना तो जैसे ए का हमने नीचे लिया 24 फिर माइनस फिर नीचे माइनस फिर माइनस आएगा -5 होना चाहिए सर ऐसा मैम ने कहा
अच्छा, ऐसे मैडम ने कहा। हाँ, करेक्ट है।
सर
एक मिनट, जस्ट वेट। Take LHS first. Okay. And what's the LHS? A minus of minus B. Getting my point? Now, what is a value of A? At the place A, we have to write 24. Correct? Then minus sign,
yes
which is already given here. Okay, then a bracket. And inside the bracket, this is minus sign, which is already given here. Correct?
yes sir
Now we have to substitute this value of B. So at the place of B, we have to write minus of 5. Getting?
सर बट यहाँ पे यस सर बट यहाँ पे -5 तो है ना सर तो -b लिखने का क्या जरूरत है सर
नहीं, ये तो B उन्होंने फॉर्मूला में जो आपको एक्सप्रेशन दिया है, दैट एक्सप्रेशन कंटेन्स दिस माइनस साइन। ठीक है, और ये वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करने के बाद तो आपका पास माइनस अलग से आएगा। यस बेटे, मैं चेक करता हूँ अभी। ठीक,
यस
मैं चेक करता हूँ आपका। नहीं, यशस्विनी, आपको समझ में आया क्या था?
यस सर अभी आया समझ में
Okay, if they give you the value of A as a minus of 24, then what you substitute here? At the place of A, you have to write minus of 24 because the value of A is minus of 24. Then your question becomes minus of B, so minus of 5. This much of minus are also available.
यस सर ओके सर
ठीक है, वैल्यू तो हमें वैसे ही सब्स्टिट्यूट करनी पड़ेगी जो दिया है उन्होंने। If they give us -5, so at the place of B only, we have to put -5. So at the place of B
सर
only,
मतलब कि फिर सर मतलब माइनस इंटू माइनस हो जाता है तो प्लस हो जाता है ना सर तो वैसे भी वो वेरीफाई
हाँ, अभी देखो वेरीफाई कैसे हो गई। माइनस माइनस +5, then you finally get 19.
सर 19
Correct?
सर फिर a प्लस b भी 19 आ जाएगा
Yes. Now take A plus B. That is the right hand side, which is A plus B. At the place of A, you have to write here 24. And at the place of B, what? They gave us -5. So we will substitute the value as -5. And again, plus minus becomes minus. So 24 minus 5. And we get 90. Since both LHS and RHS gives you 90, they are both very
Sir, I
What
can't.
what do you explain?
Sir,
Yes.
I can't understand.
You have written
And 19 है वहां पर, है ना? यही बोल रहे
सर
हो?
मतलब सर सर
हाँ,
मेरा
अब
राइट हैंड
स्वप्निल
साइड वाला सही हुआ और लेफ्ट हैंड साइड वाला गलत हो गया मेरा मैंने वो
यस
क्या 24
माइनस
माइनस और
माइनस
25
वो इसीलिए मैडम ने ये माइनस यहाँ पे इंक्लूड किया बिकॉज बच्चे कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे कि ऑलरेडी माइनस है तो हम लोग माइनस ये वाला क्यों लिखे, बट ये माइनस तो लिखना ही पड़ेगा ना आपको, ये तो वैल्यू है उसका,
Sir,
तो वैल्यू है एज इट इज सब्स्टिट्यूट कर। यस बेटे स्वप्निल,
I have one doubt.
यस आस्क मी।
Sir, in this only. Sir, sir, outside. Sir, in this question, outside minus 5 there is minus sign, and sir, in inner bracket there is minus 5. Sir, then minus minus will be plus. Sir, then how?
So it becomes
Sir, how then answer will be 19?
yes, because if you solve these two minus, then you get this plus of 5. Got it? Got it?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay. Now this minus is available already here.
Okay, sir. Sir, I think that minus only over in this question.
Oh, if there are three minus signs, that means minus minus becomes plus, and after this, this plus and minus finally becomes minus again. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why the two minus signs are given in the problem, and one minus sign is given with the value of p. Correct? Minus of 90. What's the answer? Now the previous question, what we have to write here, that minus of a is multiplied with b, then you get minus of a cross b. Finally, the answer. Okay. Now shall we move towards the next one? D minus of 41 multiplied with 102. What's the answer? Question 5.
Sir, it will be commutative.
So here the distribution must break this 102. Okay. You have to perform the operation in simplified manner. We know that the product of 41 and 102 is quite difficult. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा lengthy है. That's why we break this 102 in two parts, 102. Now we know that the multiplication of 100 is very simple and the multiplication of T2 is also simple as compared to this multiplication of 102. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's why we break this bigger numbers. We break bigger numbers in the additions and then they use the distributive properties. So the minus 41, so take this minus sign outside and make a common bracket. This 41 is multiplied with the 100, distributed in 100, and 41 is again distributed with this 2. And what we use here,
Sir, distributive property.
Property. Now what minus 7 is outside? 4100 plus 82, and it's very simple. Minus of 41.
Sir, its answer will be 4182. Minus
Minus
4182.
4182. Minus 4182. Don't forget the sign. Because of that particular small sign, your answer can be
Sir,
distributive
wrong.
property.
Wrong.
Yes, addition. Correct. So the right completely distributive over addition, because in between the sign is of plus sign. Okay. So let's move towards the next problem. 625 is multiplied with this minus of 35. Yes.
Sir, in this question will be distributive property.
Yes. Correct. Because you can see the 625 is common.
Yes, sir.
Oh,
And sir, minus 625 and sir 625 are common, but sir its sign is different. Sir, minus 625 sign we can shift to shift
65.
shift to 65.
Over 65. Correct. Very good. Very correct. Now we will solve. 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 The problem E. 5E. Okay. Here we can write is 225 is multiplied with this minus of 35 plus 625 with positive sign, because we have to take this as a distribution in these two sum. Okay, and we can write here that minus of 65. And why we are writing that? Because minus of A is multiplied with B, we can write it like as A is multiplied with minus of B, and both are equal to minus of A is multiplied by B. Getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so using this property. Now 625 is a common thing. So you can use 625 here. Can you use this?
Yes, sir. We
Minus
can.
of 35 plus of minus of 65. Again, you will get very simple thing, that 100. Why you write it? Distributive over addition. Okay, and why that A, B is plus A, C can be written as A as the common and B and C as a sum inside the bracket. Getting my point?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Very good. 625. Now the two negative numbers, that minus 35 and this plus and this minus becomes, if you multiply this plus sign with this minus sign, then you get a negative sign, minus of 65 here, correct? And if you add these two numbers, 625,
Sir, it will be
minus
minus 2275.
why?
So, sir,
Minus
minus 100.
35 and minus 65 becomes minus of 100. Yes. Then you can write it like this: 625 is multiplied with this 100, because we know that A cross minus of B can be written as minus sign outside, and inside the bracket we can perform the product operation of A and B. A minus sign is outside and number becomes 26500. Getting?
Yes, sir.
That will be 62500.
Okay. Now we have two questions remaining. Oh, sorry, three portions remaining. Okay. So today's class we will finish here. Okay. बहुत सारे students वैसे भी छोड़ के जा चुके हैं. ठीक है. तो आप इसे ट्राई करें अपने घर पे. Let's try it by yourself. Then we will solve it tomorrow. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
sir.
Tomorrow, this exercise will be finished, and we will move towards the next exercise. Which exercise?
7.4.
Sir, 1.4.
1.4. In which we learn the division of the.
Sir, but there is